This is Stampy, and welcome to episode number 3 of How to Minecraft. This is a continuation of How to Mine and How to Craft. And in the last episode, we got deep under the ground. You really want to watch that episode first before watching this one, in case you haven't already. But in this episode, we're going to carry on setting off and trying to go deeper. And my main goal is to try and find redstone and diamonds, which might be very difficult because diamonds are very rare and they're found from level 1 to level 16. And when I say level, I mean basically levels of blocks. And so from block 1 to block 16 in terms of rows, that's where we're going to find diamonds. So if we look on the map, we can see we're on Y23. And so that's what matters. Z and X doesn't matter. So we want to try and dig down a little bit to go and try and find where the diamonds are. So we need to go down about 7 blocks or so. So I've already looked in the ravine in one direction, but I've not looked in the other direction. So I'm going to go and wander down. Let me take this guy out. Yeah, I'm going to wander down in this direction and see if there's any natural caves that lead down. And if there aren't, then I'm just going to go and start digging. And I'm also, in this episode, going to show you the sensible way of mining, which is by strip mining, which is a little bit more boring. But if you are in a world for a long time and you want to be safe and just get lots of materials, it's probably the best way to do it. So as we can see, it looks like it doesn't go anywhere deeper. So we're sadly going to have to leave this rather epic looking ravine, and we're going to have to go and start once again digging down. So if you did want to strip mine, the way I recommend doing it, and the way I've done it in my own world, my lovely world, is by having very near to your house, or actually inside your house, a big staircase leading straight down. So you can dig it like this, and then if you go back and make the roofs a little bit higher, you can actually place staircases, which means you won't have to keep jumping down to try and get up and down. And then that way, you can very easily get to the mine, and then you want to just dig a very long tunnel leading in any direction, and then you have lots of little tunnels leading off, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean once we've got down a little bit lower, so then that way we have a chance of getting diamonds. And as you can see, as I'm just digging here into nothingness, I'm getting coal. I might get some iron and other things as well, so you always got a chance, even if you're not in a ravine or a big cave, there's always a good chance of you just coming across good items. Anyway, it's just a bit more boring, and it takes a little bit longer just because you're sort of digging randomly. And here we go. This is one of the things I was after. This is called redstone, and as you can see, as you hit it, it kind of glows a little bit. And I'm going to break it up, and from each block of redstone, you get redstone dust, which is this rather fancy thing down here. And redstone is something you don't want to worry about at the very beginning of the game. It's a little bit complicated. It's basically like wiring. You see, as I placed on the ground, it all kind of links up like a wire, and you can use it to power things. So if I made a redstone torch, I could go and place this down somewhere, and this is going to light up the redstone. So say if I place that, and here had a note block, or a piston, or a light, or anything like that, a door maybe, if I go and went and placed down the torch, it would basically turn the light on or open the door. And it starts off very simple, but it can very quickly become very, very complicated, as you can make computers and combination locks and all sorts of very amazing contraptions inside of Minecraft. And redstone isn't too rare, and because every time you break it, you get quite a lot of redstone dust. It isn't too rare, but there's a limited amount of it, basically. Unlike things like wood, you can run out of redstone in your world. If you're playing on the Pocket Edition or on the Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3 Edition or the Vita, you only have a limited size of your world, so you want to make sure you don't waste your redstone. And we have now come to a new block, which is called bedrock. And that is this block all the way down here. You can see this block here, and if I try and break it, it's not going to break. No matter what I do against it, if I try and blow it up, this block is not going to break. It is solid. And that's because we are now at the very bottom of the world. We can't go any lower. This is basically the boundary. You can't dig down forever. It's basically a floor on your world, and no matter what you do, you can't get past it, which means we're definitely in diamond level. I'm going to have a quick look at my map and see what it says. There we go, we're on level 9, so we definitely are in the potential of getting diamonds. And so what I want to do now is strip mining. So what I would normally do is dig in a very long straight line like this, and then every about 3 blocks, I would start digging off in another direction. So I'd start digging off down here, and then, whoa, lava, 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 block it off, block it off, block it off, block it off, block it off. It looks like we've got a bit of a natural cave there, so that's something you want to be careful about. But I'd then start digging in this direction, and then in this direction as well, and dig lots of very long tunnels, and then that way I am literally getting every piece of material I could from the land, and it's the most efficient way of doing it. But something you want to be very careful of is, of course, lava. And this is why I said earlier we didn't want to dig straight up or down. And the easiest way to spot lava is by seeing light. You saw that as soon as I broke the block where the lava was, I suddenly saw a whole load of light shining through. And so as soon as you see light, just run backwards or do what I did and start placing down blocks to try and block it all off. And I thought there might be a bit of a cave here, but it seems like it's just a bit of a random pool of lava. And oh no, there goes my pickaxe. I'm gonna have to go and make a new one of them very quickly. And so you don't have to worry too much about it. As long as you are being safe and careful and you react quickly, you should be okay. Unlike water, lava actually moves very slowly. You see, if I break a few blocks down there, the lava will start pouring down, but there's quite a gap until it actually starts moving. And so you should be okay, as long as you're just always prepared, as long as you're always a little bit ready for the lava to appear. You should be okay. So what I'm going to do is just keep digging in this direction until I either come across diamonds, which I do want, or end up digging into a natural cave, and then I'm going to go wander around there and try and find lava. Lots of people say you have more chance of finding diamonds around lava. That isn't true. It's just the criteria needed for diamonds to spawn in is very similar to lava. And normally when there is lava, it's in a bit of an open cave, which just means you're more likely to find the diamonds than if you were just digging straight like this. So a lot of people, as soon as they find lava, they start digging around everywhere to try and find diamonds. Me, I kind of don't worry about it too much, and I'll just start digging off in any direction anyway. And look at this! Look at this! I found some more emeralds. These are really rare, these emeralds. So the fact that I found 2 already in a rather short mining trip is very lucky. But you'll soon notice a few other problems. The biggest one is my inventory is going to keep getting filled up. If I look, I've only got 2 spaces. Once they're filled up, that means I can't carry anything else on me. And so lots of things like the stone I'm picking up, I can just throw away. But all things like coal and iron that I'm gathering, I don't want to throw that away because I want to take that back up to the surface. So the 2 ways of doing it is to either make lots of trips back up to the surface, which is a bit annoying and hassle, but you could also, if you wanted to, set up a minecart track. And by using iron and sticks, you can make minecarts. And then if you put a chest in the minecart, you can go and send that up and down. And I'm not going to show you how to do that because it would take a long time for me to do a minecart track up to the surface. But it's very easy to make them. And so once you start spending a lot more time in the world and you think you've mastered this type of mining, maybe setting up a minecart track to deliver all of your materials back to the house might be a good idea. And so what I'm going to do now, because it might get a little bit boring just seeing me digging in a big straight line, I'm going to cut ahead in the video until I find either some diamonds or another big open cave. Okay, I've been digging for quite a while now. I'm yet to find anything. You can't really see how long I've been digging for, but that tunnel goes on for a very long while. But I just heard some googlies. I heard some mobs through the walls, which makes me think that I'm getting very close to a cave. And so, as I said, you always want to make sure you got your sound up so you can hear it. Then that way you're less likely to get snuck up on anything. And you can also hear lava through the walls as well. And so I'm going to keep going through here, making sure I use my shovel to get rid of any gravel and dirt, and then using my pickaxes to get rid of any of the stone and to gather up any materials. So what I want to do now is try and listen out to try and find out where the googlies are coming from. I heard a zombie growling, and I've got my headphones on, so I should be able to just about hear where they are. I think they might be up and to the right somewhere. So let me go and try and dig up and to the right. Once again, being very careful just in case there's going to be lava anywhere. You generally get less mobs around lava because lava emits light, and zombies don't spawn anywhere where it's light. So you generally get less around there, but there might be some up around here somewhere. Okay, I think they might be almost directly above me, and I don't want to go too high, so I want to stay in the diamond potential area. But there might be one up around here somewhere. Once again, want to be very careful not to dig directly up. I think they may be up in this direction somewhere. Let me just be quiet for a second so I can listen and try and hear where they're coming from. course, as I said that, all of the zombies went quiet. I'm not sure where they are. I'm not sure if they are around here. I'm getting worried that I've gone a little bit too high. Yeah, I've gone out of the diamond potential area, so I'm not going to worry about that for now. I'm just going to go and head back down here and carrying off digging in this direction. But the chances are, if there was a cave up there somewhere, it all might link together. And here we go. It looks like it does all link together. We have found ourselves some lava. So as I said, it doesn't mean that we're more likely to find diamonds because there's lava here. But because we're in a more open cave, it means that we can basically see more of the area. And so that way we got more chance of seeing diamonds. And I'm not too worried about the lava because I'm crouching. Something that I've not mentioned before is that if you crouch by pushing in the right analog stick on the console versions, or by holding down the shift button if you're on PC, that means you can't fall off the edge. So if you see I'm crouching, and if I go to the edge of a block like this, you'll see that it's impossible for me to fall into the lava no matter what I do. Which means if ever I'm building somewhere high, or over the edge or something dangerous, if I crouch down, then that means nothing's going to see me. Also, I'm not going to fall in. And when I say nothing will see me, when I crouch, my gamer tag or my username basically becomes invisible. So the big name above your head saying who you are, if you crouch down, then no one else will see you. So if you're worried about someone attacking you, or if you want to sneak up on someone else, make sure you crouch down, then you can be extra sneaky. And I want to be careful here. Even though I've got lots of armor, I am very close to the lava, and I don't want to get knocked in by any of these googlies. And here we go. I think this was my culprit. I think this was the guy that was growling who I could hear. So I've managed to find a cave, and let me just check here. Yep, we are in diamond potential level. We are on the higher end of it, so we want to make sure we don't go up too high anywhere else. But it basically means that in this area we just have a chance of just running into diamonds anywhere around here. So let me go down here and carry on digging around this lava. There is another cave up there which I can explore in a little bit if I don't find any here, but while we're in this area, I'm gonna have a quick look around this direction to see if it leads to another cave where we might be able to hopefully come across some diamonds. And the reason why I want diamonds so much is not just because they're pretty. I'm not going to put them on a ring. They're actually the best tool. They're very useful for crafting. You can actually make tools and weapons out of diamonds. It sounds unbelievable, but you can. And if you have a diamond sword, it's much better than an iron sword, and not only is it better, it lasts for a lot longer as well. So you want to try and make sure you get that. And in my own world, I almost use diamond tools for everything because they last for such a long time. Even though they are rare, they're definitely very useful to find. But it looks like this cave is going to be leading back up high, which is not what we want. So let me try and take out these guys. They kind of took out each other there, which was very useful. And let me see if this cave's going to go up and then back down again. Because if it's just going straight back up, it's not very useful. And aha! It looks like it did go up and then back down, but it seems like we're in the middle of a very dangerous ravine. And something that I should have done earlier when we saw the water is gathered up some— oh, no! Ooh. That was dangerous. Right, let me try and block all of this off if I can. Let me block off that lava. And I nearly died then. That was me being very silly looking over the lava. And I told you it's very dangerous being near lava. Even if I got lots of armor on, I'm not worried about getting killed by just getting attacked. I'm worried about getting knocked into the lava, but I seem to be okay. I've just got myself into a little bit of a dangerous situation. This could work out okay now because not in the way I wanted to, but I have got down, and I can have a quick look at my map here. And yes, I am just about in diamond level. I'm on level 15 and diamond spawn from 16 and under. And but because we're in this massive ravine, we've actually got a very good chance of being able to spot some here. But my pickaxe is almost about to break. I did manage to get plenty more iron while mining though, and so I'm going to go and very quickly make myself a new pickaxe just so it's not going to break while I'm halfway through mining. And lava is also very useful for getting rid of things you don't want. If I throw something into the lava, it just gets sizzled away and gets destroyed. So I don't really want this flint. I don't really want all of this cobblestone. I don't need this much redstone, so I'm going to throw some of this stuff away. And then that way my pockets are going to be a little bit more empty, and then I can yeah, carry on mining without worrying about not being able to pick everything up. And I don't want to get rid of all of my stone though, because it's going to be useful in the next episode, which is going to be all about building. So once I finish my mining trip, I'm going to go back up to the surface and I'm going to teach you how to build with things. So there's lots of different things you can build out of, but stone is a very useful one, especially very early on. So I don't want to throw all of it away, I just don't want it to be clogging up too many of my pockets. And I'm not sure where there's going to be diamonds. There could be diamonds literally around any of these corners. And this water is actually very dangerous, but it's also a good opportunity for me to introduce you to a new block. Everybody meet obsidian. And if I actually go and, I'm actually going to get rid of some of this water. If I go and grab my bucket, I can actually swim up in the water. And oh no, it looks like I don't have my buckets on me anymore. I must have thrown them away at some point. So let's not worry about that then. I think there might be another dungeon up there because I can see some cobblestone. But yeah, down here, this purple block, this is called obsidian. And it's made when lava and water meet together, they create obsidian. And you can use it to make nether portals. It's also the strongest block in the game that you can actually gather. You need to use a diamond pickaxe to gather it, otherwise it takes forever, and you're actually only going to destroy it unless you use a diamond one. So it's quite difficult to get at first. And quite dangerous to get because you need to have lava there, but it's very useful, and it's very useful to gather large amounts of it while mining down in caves like this. But it looks like there's nothing in that direction, but what we can do is try and build a little cobblestone bridge. So if I stay crouched, unless I'm shot by a skeleton again, I should be safe just to go and place these blocks on the side of the block in front of them and build a nice little cobblestone bridge to lead me to the other side down here. Then I can carry on wandering off in this direction, and I want to be very careful around here. Want to be very careful for googlies in this direction. Still no diamonds though. It's kind of weird to be in an area as big as this low down, to not see any diamonds. I did say that they are very rare, but the fact that I am down here, I would think that I might have a chance of finding some. So I don't want to waste too much of your time, because there's not much else for me to say about mining. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed up the video until I'm able to find some diamonds, and then we can experience the moment together. It didn't take too much longer, as you saw, but yeah, I had to go a little bit of a weird random route, but I found them. These are what diamonds look like. So the first thing I want to do is get rid of the lava. When you find diamonds, you want to not go crazy and try and mine them immediately. Make sure when you mine them, you're not going to lose them. Make sure no googlies are going to sneak up on you. Make sure they don't fall in the lava, and definitely make sure you mine them with at least an iron pickaxe. So you can either mine them with another diamond pickaxe or with an iron pickaxe, and you normally find more than one diamond together, and it looks like I have found a big batch here, so I can go and gather up all of these diamonds. I think I got about 6 or 7, maybe 8 diamonds. This is a very good haul. You can sometimes only find one by itself, and you sometimes find lots all together, just like this. So here we go. I finally managed to do it. I was finally able to gather up all of my diamonds. So if I go and put down my crafting table, I can go and make myself, the first thing I want to do is make a diamond sword. So I need to make some sticks, and then if I go to tools and weapons, I can go to diamond sword, and there we go. I now have myself my very own diamond sword. Look at that, check this out. And as soon as I have plenty spare, I am also going to make myself a diamond pickaxe. They're the first 2 things I recommend doing. I think they're the most important things. Making a diamond shovel's okay, but they generally don't last very long compared to the pickaxes, so I don't think they're quite as worth it. And so a diamond sword and a diamond pickaxe, probably the first 2 things I want to make. I'm just going to throw away my iron sword, so I know I'm not going to need it again for a very long time. So I now have a diamond sword and a diamond pickaxe. Another important thing is diamond armor. Diamond armor is going to protect you a lot. And so having diamond armor is very effective. But sadly, I don't have enough to make some diamond armor, and I'm not prepared to go and carry on looking for it. So I know I should be using an axe to destroy that. And something that's worth pointing out, if you use a tool to do the wrong job, it still does deteriorate it. So say if I try and break dirt by using a pickaxe, that will destroy my pickaxe. You want to make sure you're always using the right tool for the job. And so now all I need to do is try and get out of the cave. If I was being smart, and if I was doing my mining properly, I'd have done what I said about earlier and done torches all on one side of the cave, and then that way I'd have been very easily able to find my way out. Because I was in such a mad rush to try and find some diamonds, I didn't bother doing that, and so this way I got to try and get back up the difficult way. And as I said, I don't want to dig straight up. If you're in a massive rush and you want to risk it, you can do, and all you'll do is dig literally straight up, and then you'll pile up blocks underneath you, and then that way you would be able to get up very quickly, but you could dig up to the underneath of an ocean or all sorts of other dangerous things. So I'm going to do it a slightly safer way, and I'm going to go and try and staircase my way up. So what I'm basically doing is just digging up a little bit and forward a little bit. Then that way, if there's lava above me or water or gravel, it's not actually going to fall on my head. It's just going to fall in front of me, and I'm going to be able to be safe, but I should still be able to get up to the surface very quickly. So I did go very deep, so it will take a little while to get back up, and there's always the chance of me, I don't know, possibly digging into a mountain and end up going really high up on the surface as well. And so what I want to do is, as soon as I get up to the surface, is try and find my way back home and immediately go and put all of my valuables into my chest at home, just to make sure I don't end up losing everything. And luckily, before I set off, I had a quick look on my map when I was in the house, and so I should know the general area of where my house is. A very dangerous thing, especially on PC, when the worlds are almost infinite, is if you get lost and you can't find your house, there's a very good chance that you will never find your house again. So you do want to make sure that you don't end up getting lost. And here we go. I have found sand, and sand is dangerous, the same as gravel, because it can fall on your head, and if it falls on your head, it can kill you. So I want to be very careful. And it also means, yes, there might be water, and water can be dangerous because it can drown you, but I'm going to show you a very effective method for staying alive. You can see I've got those bubbles. That is how much oxygen I have. But if I place down a torch, it will replenish my oxygen. It basically gets rid of the block of water for just a second and allows you to get up your oxygen. You could also place down things like ladders, and signs would do the same thing. And also having a bucket of water, or just a bucket, and just grabbing the water for a second will also enable you to survive. But here we go. It looks like we've made it to the surface, and I think I saw some, is this clay? I think I saw some clay down here. Is this not clay? Okay, it's not clay. I won't worry about this for now, but clay is another useful material for making bricks. But I'm not going to worry about that for now. For now, I'm just going to be happy that I'm finally back on the surface. And let's see if I can find my way back home. I know my house is over in this direction. So if I head over here and keep walking, I should hopefully come across something that I recognize. Luckily, I'm living inside of a massive mountain, so it should be relatively easy to find. And I might gather up this sugarcane as well. I'm going to start already thinking about the next few episodes where I'm going to be building and making some more fun things. And sugarcane can be used to make a few different things. My favourite thing is sugar, and you need sugar to make cakes. So I'm sure in one of the future episodes of this series I will be making a cake. But I think I might be almost approaching my house. I think it might literally be on the other side of this mountain. So let me go and try and make my way around to the other side. And I can get inside and store all of my valuables in my chest. What you'd normally do after a big mining trip is go and try and smelt all of your items. I kind of did it while I was in the mine, just because I didn't have any iron or anything yet. But normally the first thing you do when you get home is to put all of the ore that you just gathered into a furnace, start it smelting before you can go and start using it. But hopefully, once I get over this hill, I should be able to start recognizing my surroundings a little bit and trying to work out where my house is. I know it was on a mountain next to a swamp, and I could see something called a mushroom biome. There we go. There's the mushroom biome, and I haven't spoke much about that yet. but I will do in a future episode. It's basically a weird magical land full of strange mushroom creatures and other strange things like that. So this is my house though. You can see there's my cow farm and here's my wheat farm here. I'm going to take a bit of a drop now, but it doesn't matter. I can get inside of my house and I can go and store all of my things in a chest, and I was able to get home safe, and I gathered almost every different type of ore. I got gold, I got iron, I got emeralds, I got diamonds, I got redstone and lapis and all of these amazing things. And so now in my next episode I can start thinking about upgrading my house to try and live in a little bit of a nicer area. Sadly though, that's the end of this episode here. I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye!